Anxiety is a very natural response. Okay, it's a very natural response to a stressor, and a lot of us would have experienced anxiety in some way or form through our life. It is impossible to have gone through our lives without ever experiencing anxiety. It's an alarm that sets off inside you, warning you about something that is stressful, and it's also a motivator because it helps you do better, figure out more about something. And when it becomes, it goes to the extent of becoming extreme, and as in when the thoughts just don't stop or are extremely recurrent and they impair your occupational and social functioning, that's when that anxiety becomes a disorder. So it's very important to tease out what is a normal anxiety and at what point it has become abnormal and requires to be assessed and treated. Geriatric anxiety is, as the word says, anxiety experienced in an older population. And the strange part is that although we recognize anxiety in younger people, it is clearly diagnosed between the ages of 20 and 40, not much attention has been given to geriatric anxiety, which is actually a huge component in mental illness of the elderly. It is an underlying kind of a symptom in so many other mental health conditions that we see in the elderly. It can arise on its own, but it can also be a part of the depression or other physical health conditions that elderly experience. And there are a wide range of symptoms, and that's what makes it so difficult to diagnose. It can be, a sense of restlessness, agitation, inability to concentrate. It could also manifest as lack of sleep. It could manifest as a lot of somatic symptoms, GI disturbances like dry mouth, unable to swallow, or cardiac symptoms like feeling palpitations, breathlessness, the feeling of tingling and numbness in your extremities. So there's a whole range of symptoms that one experiences when one feels anxious, and that's why a lot of elderly people would seek help for one of these somatic symptoms, and it's important to understand that underlying it is actually an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders can be broadly classified as those that have excessive worry and concern. So in this you would have conditions like your generalized anxiety disorder, which we see in approximately 90% of the patients with anxiety disorder have this. There's also acute stress reactions and post-traumatic stress disorders. Then you have more specific kind of fears like phobias. You have your social anxieties, agoraphobias, fear of falls. You also have panic disorders, which would come into this category, where the person experiences an intense, physical symptoms like a choking in their throat and a breathlessness, a tightness around their chest, and a feeling that something really serious is going to happen to me. Of course, we don't often see this in elderly patients, but yes, we do come across classic panic attacks in patients who are elderly as well. Then there's the other category of obsessive compulsive disorder, which also has a lot of anxiety associated with it, because unless they're able to complete a task a certain number of times, they feel very anxious, and the anxiety subsides only when they've been able to do it, and sometimes it can be very detrimental and they're not able to move on in their day-to-day jobs because of these obsessive thoughts and ruminations.